Every human wants to progress. Everyone loves to progress. Everyone wants to enjoy the benefits of progressing. Now, there are 3 levels upon which we all can progress. If we understand these 3 levels, you'll be able to know where you are and how you'll be able to choose or what you'll be able to do to get to the next level and then to another level. And what I'm about to share with you today is something that you can use no matter where you are, what business you're doing, what job you're doing, what your goals are. You can use the same principles and know when you should rely on tools or what you should see as tools and not necessarily the ones making the decisions for you. So let's quickly go into this. You see, before I jump in, I need to establish one fact. Every society starts with an individual, and the strength of every society lies in the strength of each individual. That's why it's important. Having strong families is very important. And whatever we do, if you have strong families, it translates into having strong societies. But inside each family, you have individuals. So the individual, the person, is key. That's why it's important to invest in people. That's why it's important to transfer knowledge so that people can become better persons, better people, and they're able to make better decisions. That way the family gets better, the society also gets better. So there are 3 levels, okay, when it comes to the human growth or the human growth trajectory or progress, as we all look at success in different ways depending on what we're pursuing. The first level is that level that everyone is trying to survive. In economics, you have the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But let's look at it in a simplified form today. Survival. The second level is, I'd call a success level. And then the next level I would add is the point where you're thriving. It's more like people say some people are surviving and others are thriving. So you're looking at the point where you go past the average or regular success level to say you're beginning to thrive. Now, these principles, like I said, you can apply it to anything. It could be your business, it could be your life, okay? Whatever you're doing, it could be your job. But understanding where you are is very critical to your growth, and it's very critical to you knowing where you are exactly and where you're going and at what point you are. So, at the point of survival, that's the point where the person is emotionally attached to the process of achieving their goal. Now you have the illusion of a lack of time and lack of resources. Again, you have the illusion that there is no time, that you do not have the resources at this level, the survival level. That's where people say, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. I can tell you for free that if you are not prepared, even when you have everything you're looking for, you won't take action. It's a lot better to get prepared and to start moving with what you have. Because to whom more is given, to he that has more will be given. Even the guy that does not have, what he has will be taken away and given to the one that has. So to he that has the courage to even start something, with the little resources that he has, more resources will be given to him. The person that does not have the courage to start, even the little resources that he has will be taken away. Not like someone will come to take it away. He's going to dump the money in the bank and spend it. But a guy that has, or the lady, the man or woman that have built themselves to start, will start doing something even with the little cash or the little resources that they have and begin to grow it. At this level of ambition, or at this level of survival, it's all about ambition. I want to go here, I want to do this. You're always in a hurry. The reason I'm also describing this is that we can take a back seat and look at where exactly are you in life, so that what do you need to do to move on to the next level. So at this level, you don't have a sense of structure or leverage. You do not have the thinking. It's not in your thought to look at Who can I talk to? Who has what skills? Who can I work with? At this point, you're always thinking about, it's my thing, it's my company, it's my business, it's my idea, it's my concept. I don't want someone to steal it. I'm going to do it myself. That's where the vast majority is. That is why at this level it's going to demand 100% of your effort in order to do 100% of the work. This is a point of frustration. But if you're ambitious enough and you have enough discipline, you will turn your frustration into a good thing. So what I've just described is a double-edged sword. For some people, because they're stuck in this space, they'll be there for a long time, they will not get out. For others, it will just be at the back of their mind that this is just a process. I need to get out of this place. So they learn as much as they want to learn. They develop themselves as much as they need to develop themselves. They become more effective. They become more efficient. And the moment the ground is laid, they go to the next level. So you have to be conscious of where you are and know what is keeping you down, if anything is keeping you down. But at this point of survival, it requires your 100% personal involvement. The person who is doing it is the one who gets frustrated when he fails. So it's like, this is your own thing. It's your blood, it's your sweat. If something happens to it, you feel pain. You are so attached to it. And this will make more sense to people, entrepreneurs who probably started a business or were in business. They will probably understand this more. But like I said, the principles are principles you can use everywhere, even in life, whatever you're doing. As you progress from one point to another, remember, you have your comfort zone where you are right now, and then you have your goal, and it's an uphill task. This is your comfort zone. The moment you try to go up, your brain begins to tell you, hey, slow down. Do you even need to go there? This is okay. Some people start and they want to go and then they stop. They start, they want to go and then they stop. That's it. But here's the thing. The closer you get to your goal, the weaker the pull from your comfort zone becomes. But the closer you are to your comfort zone, the harder it is to even start. Okay? So understand why I'm also explaining these things about how the mind works is that once it begins to happen to you, you say, oh, I watched it somewhere. Okay, I think I listened to Stallone the other day. Stallone said this, he mentioned that. And so I need to fight this. So the beginning of this battle, winning this battle, is the consciousness, the awareness that this is happening. Okay, so at this survival level, it is at a point, at the survival level, it's at the point where you get to do everything. Here, your results are magnified. At this level, money will always, your results are magnified by your effort, your input. At this level, money or whatever you're looking for will always come out of your sweat because you're doing everything by yourself. If you are there, do not lose hope, but you just need to find a way to get out of that point. What do you need to get out of that point? What do you need to get out of the point where you have to be directly involved? You have to be physically involved. You have to be doing everything by yourself. If you take ill, nothing happens because you are unable to work. What do you need to do to get out of that point? I think one thing that is very essential for you at this point is massive education, massive personal development, in order for you to become more effective and more efficient. And that will take you to the success level. Now at the success level, you're beginning to build systems that will regulate you're beginning to build systems that will regulate your behavior and will also make you to form certain habits. Okay? And then at this point, you don't need motivation or willpower to get things done because there's a system that's just going to automatically get you to do those things. There's a big challenge when it comes to building systems. I tell you, even from personal experience, It's a big challenge when it comes back. If you're able to build a system that you can check, trace, measure, review, replan, repeat, oh, what you've just done a lot for yourself. Being able to build a system to get you to this success level and stay there, it's a big challenge. So if you're having a challenge building a system, you might want to talk to coaches or mentors or people who can help you to build a system. This is the point where you have to open yourself. You have to be unafraid to become vulnerable. You have to be open to work with people. You have to be open to accept or tolerate their mistakes and be willing to make mistakes, hoping that people will give you feedback, be they positive or developmental feedback, and you'll take those feedback to become better. If you are not strong enough to get to this point where you can begin to lose a bit of control so that other people can help you, you will stay in that starting ambitious level, that level of survival, that ambition level, or that level of survival. You're going to be there for a lifetime. You see, at success level, your results are amplified because of the systems that you have built, not as a result of your efforts. You know, when it's your efforts, your results are magnified by virtue of your efforts. In this case, it is now amplified by virtue of the systems that you've put in place. Because at this point, the system works for you and the business. Even the quality of your person would eventually change because you have time to further develop yourself. So it's important to move from the survival level to the success level, moving from doing everything at a personal level and achieving results by 100% as a result of your sweat, to employing or building systems and getting people to work with you. You do not necessarily, depending on the business you're doing, you do not necessarily need to employ people to work with you, but you can collaborate. You can get people to consult for you, to get you to do things. And that's it. You probably know how to deliver speeches, or you know how to teach. You don't necessarily need to be a marketer. You don't necessarily need to be a social media marketer. You don't necessarily need to know how to build funnels. You do not necessarily need to know how to drive leads. Give it to someone to do it. And then monitor the process. That's it. And in the process, you are also learning. You are becoming a better leader. By the way, if this video has done so much, has made sense to you, please, I enjoin you to share this video with your friends and family. Let's see how well we can keep educating one another and getting people to grow and become more effective. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And every week we put out at least 1-2 videos every single week on personal effectiveness, various aspects of life and work. Okay, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Like I said, hit the notification button or bell so that you will be notified whenever we put out content like this. Now, what's the third level? The third level is the thrive level. Now, this is the point where you begin to use automation. You begin to use artificial intelligence. At this level, you are not involved in the system and in the process. You've grown 2 steps away from the survival level. And you have systems working for you without your involvement. You see, at this point, you begin to see people as numbers, not in a derogatory way, but you are not emotionally attached. You're making decisions purely on business levels, on the numbers, on the bottom line. And you rarely have human interactions. Now, this is more about efficiency. Here, automation does all the work. Now, this is where I must also warn. Today, we are living in a world where artificial intelligence is booming, and people tend to think that they will give the entire human part to artificial intelligence. I don't think that's going to work. But why don't you learn how to see artificial intelligence or AI as a tool, or, instead of as the main driver? You should still be behind the steering, be the driver, but use artificial intelligence as a tool. Do you know why We need to move from one point to another. You have to be intentional and deliberate when it comes to moving from the survival level to the success level to the striving level. Is because success is a moving target. Whatever you want to do in this life, whatever you want to succeed in, it's not static. It's moving. It's dynamic. So you cannot afford to stay static. You cannot afford to stay back without taking one more step forward. If that happens, you failed. And so that's why you need to continue to grow yourself, continue to read books, continue to study, continue to interact with people that are more knowledgeable than you in that space that you're looking forward to growing. That way you will keep moving and your progress will be evident. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. My sincere desire for you, my friends, is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. Do not forget to subscribe or share this video and tell your friends about the work that we do so that we keep sharing the good news and making sure that we get people more engaged and become better at how they deal with other people, how they solve problems in their families, and how overall they become better persons. Until I come your way again, go on succeeding, and bye for now.